respect to every single American citizen in this room. To my school board members, my boss is sitting in the back. I absolutely respect fourth generation ranching. I am a sixth generation Texan. My grandfather, Samuel Damon, I'm a descendant from a wetback. When he arrived in 1861 at the mouth of the Brazos, he was asked by he was told by Mexican officials there was no more room. He swam undetected. A couple of months later, he became part of Stephen F. Austin's colonists. You can look up Damon, Texas. That's my maiden name. And I'm very proud of my family. And when I moved out here to the Big Bend country, my family didn't want me to leave. My father worked for Phillips Petroleum Company for 25 years. My brother for Dow. I grew up 8 miles due east of Phillips, outside of Houston. We own a ranch. We have pipelines. We have oil. I don't want to be hypocritical. We have pump jacks on our land. I'm not sure. I've been ignorant of the situation. My husband's employed Tom Short, one of my oldest friends, Tom and Suzanne. Before I left, I just returned from Mexico. I was in Mexico and got to watch Donald Trump's statements in the comfort of my hotel room. And I also got to meet many Mexican citizens. My daughter is much more educated in this area than I am. My children are much more educated. They are first generation of this county. I'm a sixth generation of Brazoria County, but I've lived here for 35 years, and this may not be the popular stance as a public school teacher, but I am 100% opposed to this pipeline for many reasons. And I just ask you to please reconsider. That's my statement. Now my question is, would you please explain common carrier as it applies to us, and how the landowners will be paid by the rod, and how long would you educate us what a rod is, and if there are any other monies outside of the $1 million, which I believe is a sellout. I guess a vow of poverty is what I took. I don't believe I took the wrong vow when I decided to teach this community. I am one of the passionate ones, and I do love the children of this community. And I guess maybe my bosses may not even want me to return this year, but that's how I feel about it. Thank you very much.
To answer your question, rod is equal to 16.5 feet. When we discuss with the landowners, each landowner is unique with respect to their individual property. When we negotiate with the landowners, we will start at market value or above. We're not going to come in and we're not going to lowball anybody. We've gone through and looked at comparable sales in the area, and that's where the negotiations will start. The landowners will be compensated for the temporary easement that we use for construction, and are also compensated for the permanent easement as well. There'll need to be some other factors on the property. They're entitled relative to compensation. That's a negotiation between the landowner and the right-of-way agents as well. Some landowners, we may need to secure an access road, so they're compensated for that. So the value varies between the different landowners, between which may be unique in terms of their property that may be different from somebody else.
Yes, sir, I appreciate that answer. And the common carrier status?
Oh, the common carrier status is related to crude lines. We're a public utility which regulates the natural gas. And so we're a public utility, and that's the regulatory status of the pipelines. Is not a common carrier classification.
Thank you for clarifying that. And again, I want to thank everyone for giving me this opportunity. I didn't come today prepared to say anything. And It took a lot for me to stand up and say what I believe. Thank you.